What's up, guys? Hello. It's actually funny. I'm 1 minute late to this. My neighbor knocked on my door and said, "Hey, don't let your dogs out right now. There's a police raid going on at your next door neighbor, the other side. There's 8 cops out there, a canine unit, um, and 3 squad cars. And they're just standing there in the driveway. And I'm like, thank you, Mahmoud. Uh, Good to know that. I'm just like they're just standing there. All these cops. I don't know if they have a search warrant. They're waiting on a search warrant or something. But yeah. So if I get shot in the head because their house is like right there, um, it was really fun knowing you guys. I had a really good time, and yeah. So 12 people already. Awesome, 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 awesome. Um, I guess we'll just wait a couple more minutes for this to get like really going. I got an email from Slick Wraps today. 60% off everything. I like how you say Mahmoud. I believe that's how you say it, isn't it? No, they're not after my crypto. I don't have any crypto. JE, I got your question. I will answer that. I want to wait for just a couple more people to jump in here. This is going to be a good one. It's been an interesting day today. I went to bed. I think I fell asleep Eastern time like 2 in the morning last night. I was up all night researching VeChain masternodes and just fundamentals about VeChain, why it was dumping and everything. And the market was shit, right? I mean, it wasn't shit, but the market had pulled back. A lot of alts were dumping or close to it, and we were at key resistance on a lot of alts. And I know, we were one of the first groups to spot the inverse head and shoulders on Bitcoin before it happened. And so, if you look on the day chart, it looks like, yeah, this could be start to pump, but everything was kind of at resistance on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and you're like, it'll probably pull back first. And then I wake up and Bitcoin's up to like 6,700. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And we had a big green Monday. Do you guys know what a green Monday is? I literally am shocked. I've never heard of a green Monday before. Let's make this a trend. Let's have the London Open start kicking off pumps. That'd be legit if that became the new Bloody Monday. So, but you got to walk 40 runs. So let's get 2 before we get 3, before we get 10 of those. When BTC listed on Binance, not sure. That'll probably never happen. When ICX Moon, in time. Remember that, in time. ICX, when they unveil their staking in the next couple months, it's going to change the order books. It will. Especially if they have nodes, much like VeChain. If they have nodes, they've already done their token swap, whereas VeChain's doing their token swap right now, and that's why they had to pause the monitoring of the strength nodes, or of the X nodes, and that's why everybody was able to dump their nodes, get them back cheaper, have them right back in their wallet, and continue. Whereas that's not something that if Icon does somehow get nodes, that's not something that they're going to have to worry about because they've already done their token swap. That VeChain had to pause the monitoring because they were doing the token swap. So yeah, JE wants to know, what is Noah's opinion on the 5 coins Coinbase is pursuing? All 5 have a chance to pump until we get official news from Coinbase. Yeah, they do all have a chance to pump. You got to watch out because it wasn't a guarantee that they're going to be added. It was a kind of a press release that said, hey, we're exploring adding these. We're exploring the possibilities, saying we would like to, but let's see what it's going to take. The ones that they did add, Cardano, it's more centralized. I believe they had an ICO. I'm not sure, though. But XLM, I mean, those are 2 platform coins. But XLM kind of morphed into a platform coin from a remittances coin. Um, and then Zcash, okay, that's mined. It's fine. Still, Coinbase adding Zcash is how is using Zcash going to be compliant with AML and KYC standards? Are they going to strip back that portion of the Zcash code? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Somebody found a. I'm going to add ETC to this list. Somebody found a ETC wallet in the Coinbase code. We'll see if that's true or not. Like they're actually going to definitely add ETC to their regular platform. And then BAT. Well, that's a kind of utility token on the Brave browser, or it has utility. And then I'm missing ZRX, and we all know that for their altcoin exchange, the ZRX protocol would be kind of how they do that. So um, that'll have utility as well. So I think are the ones most likely to get added. I think Zcash, assuming ETC is already added, or that it's been decided that it's going to be definitely added. Because if you read into the press release for the ETC addition, it was actually a little bit ambiguous, but it looks like they're going to. So let's assume that ETC will be on Coinbase and be added to the core 4 on there now, make it the 5. The ones out of the 5 that Coinbase just announced that I think are the most likely to get added, I think Zcash is number 1 because it's proof of work. And then after that, I think ZRX probably. I will tie BAT and ZRX just because the utility of the tokens, the way that they're going to be used. And then probably 4 would be Lumens, or 4 and 4A would be Lumens and Cardano. Now that doesn't mean it's a 0% chance or a 5% chance they're going to be added. I don't know what their criteria are. I think any kind of news on regulation regarding if these coins are securities or not, we have hints, we have clues, but any finalized word would really help with that. And I think maybe they're dipping their toes in the water with a couple of those coins and seeing. Mike, what's up, man? BTC is scam, dump it. Do you see or hope all the shit coins dying? But let me wait, time out before I answer that. JE, let me finish your question. Do all 5 have a chance to pump until we get official news from it? Yes, absolutely. Not up in one straight line, but you'll see supports getting bought up, and you'll see key levels at support getting bought up instead of this current terrible bear trend where everything is falling through support. You'll start to see supports hold, you'll get big spikes, you'll get pullbacks, you'll get consolidation off those spikes, which is what you should look at, either to key fib levels or some confluence of fib levels, horizontals, and moving averages, and you'll see those get bought up, maybe with wicks below for fake out breakdowns, and then they'll continue higher. And that's kind of how you see a bull trend happen, and then it climbs out of its hole, it clears a previous high, and then it's game on. You know that it's a bull trend. So no need to FOMO. I would let Bitcoin do what it's going to do. As a matter of fact, I need to go to Bitcoin on my tab so that I can monitor the price. 66, 67 on BitMEX, which is what matters to me. But yeah, they can definitely pump. Do you see or hope all the shitcoins dying? No. I think it'll be more of a one at a time thing, or each for their own specific reason. Deadlines not being met, key white paper and roadmap hurdles not being achieved, not being able to be achieved. Somebody separating themselves from their project and it dies organically. Projects get delisted. Things like that, yes, it'll be on a project by project basis, but there's going to be more bull runs. During bull runs, all rationale goes out the window, and greed takes over. So you're going to see a lot of these coins that you're like, oh, that's a shit coin. Well, it's going to pump only because it's low, only because it's cheap, only because accumulation has already happened. There's no more sellers left. The sellers are exhausted, and any buying spikes the order book, and the volume book. And then that says everybody, hey, game on. So especially if you'll get pumps and it'll be interesting because are you going to get pumps in shit coins first, or are you going to get pumps in high caps? Last alt season, it was high caps, mid caps, low caps, micro caps. They all popped off one after another. And last alt season, gosh, Ethereum really kind of led the way. And then you had Litecoin. They take their turns, and then it gets down to, you have coins like Lux pumping. But the thing that I'm seeing right now is there are a lot of shit coins that are pumping. And these smaller cap, micro caps like Sumo Coin on Cryptopia has been pumping. What was the other one that I just saw? It was 10x Pay is pumping. I guess they teased something about a banking license, but I don't believe anything they say. But yeah, 10x Pay, for fuck's sake, has just been going insane. And so a lot of these tokens that you guys see dying on the charts, they can only die so far, and then a little bit of buying reverses the trend, and then people FOMO back in. That's how it works. That's how you get trend reversals. So if I had to choose one between NEO or ICX, oh, good night. That's a really good question. Good thing I don't have to, but I'm not going to be a little bitch, and I'm going to actually answer this. Most people are like, oh, both. Yeah, both, but you asked me one or the other. If I had to go with one or the other, NEO or Icon, I would choose, like right now, I'd choose NEO, just because of where Icon's at. If Icon's staking is all that I hope it's going to be, because of their line partnership and all their partnerships with their partnership with Samsung for Chain ID, and then all their partnerships with like insurance companies, hospitals, etc. I would probably go with Icon. But I'm really interested to see what the NEO 3.0 roadmap update is going to look like. What they're going to choose to do with the gas token, the divisibility of both the NEO and the gas tokens, the cost for smart contract implementation on the blockchain as well, what they're going to be able to scale to, the level of decentralization that they're able to achieve versus what they have now. It's a pretty centralized blockchain right now, but Da Hongfei does have plans to decentralize the blockchain, and we'll see the scalability once you start decentralizing. A blockchain, the scalability goes down in terms of how fast your blockchain can go. There's more points that transactions need to route through or verify through for them to be verified. So we'll see the nice balance that they try to strike. I know that the thing that I love about NEO itself is that the community is so engaged on that coin. The community is level-headed. It's so engaged. They actually care. They actually talk through constructively their differences on how they should scale, and how they should update the 3.0 roadmap, what they should do with the gas tokens, NEO tokens, everything I just said. But it's a very smart and very well-educated community, much more so than 99% of coins. Like, seriously. Not a lot of infighting, not a lot of fighting with other coins. It's a very well put together community, and the community itself is another reason why I'm such a big believer in NEO. So right now, NEO, if I might choose Icon if this staking is what I hope it's going to be, and they get a couple more things on their roadmap finished. I mean, people don't understand roadmaps are not deadlines. Everybody, all the speculators think that roadmaps are deadlines. Roadmaps are projections, and if something's taking a little bit longer, that's fine, because a roadmap, again, is not a deadline. It is to speculators who want the price to pump, but Min has said time and time again, this is not about short-term price or anything like that. They want to build a sustainable, healthy blockchain ecosystem with great partnerships, with great decentralized applications that are the cream of the crop. And so that's what he's focused on. That's what they're focused on. They're not focused on meeting a deadline to meet a deadline. And it's hard when you're sitting back with Icon and you don't know what's going on with the code because it's on GitLab, not GitHub, and their source code is private. It's not public yet, which they say that it will be. And so you don't know how many commits are happening, and you're not able to see kind of from a bird's eye view the development of the project or how committed the development team is. Now, Icon is hiring. They want to be over 200 employees within the next year. They started with like 20 last year. So they've got a pocket full of funds, man. They're going to make it work. Risk to reward, I like ICX and Dragon. I agree. I like ICX more than Dragon. I'm interested to see with Dragon with their airdrops versus their ICO system before how that is going to affect the project. But overall, I think Dragon will pump again. All right. In your opinion, is the BlackRock news the cause of the latest BTC pump? Is it the cause? It's tough to answer that only because what was really the news? They set up basically a committee or a team to look into cryptocurrencies, the viability of them long term as currencies, and ways that BlackRock can get involved in the industry. Does that mean that it's going to be cryptocurrencies, or are they going to partake in funding, being a VC, investing in blockchain-related firms? We don't know. We had the dude from BlackRock on, I think it was the Bloomberg article today, say that he has none of his clients have interest in cryptocurrencies. Do I believe that? Absolutely not. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But I think that it was good for the market. BlackRock is a name that everybody knows. They have over $6 trillion in assets under management. They're like the world's largest ETF holder or provider, whatever. I think that was really good news. I do. I also think that the Bitcoin daily chart followed through, whereas it hadn't been recently, and it actually followed through and busted through some resistance. Now 6,800 to 6,860-ish is going to be huge. There's a lot of horizontals there, some moving average as well. And it depends if you want to go from the wicks, if you want to go the real bodies of the chart. We can look at that in a minute. But what happens in the next $100 to $200 is going to tell us everything for the short to midterm, in my opinion. So, was it the cause of the latest pump? I think it helped. But I think it was normal price action as well. Opinion on ARK coin. ARK is a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool coin. It has some pretty neat fundamentals. It was definitely ahead of its time on its individual fundamentals that a lot of coins have copied. Their voting mechanisms, their stake mechanisms, everything. I mean, it's a pretty cool coin. I think it has a good future. You thought last week TRX might drop to 300 range. What's your view on it at the moment? It seemed to be holding above 510 and make a recovery past few days, and currently is at 555. Yeah, no, okay, and I guess this is when we'll turn on the get my ugly ass off here. Let's go to TRX. So it lost the 200 moving average. It lost the long-term trend line. There hasn't been a ton of volume. How much volume on Tron has left Binance and gone to BitMEX? I haven't looked. It's above the 786 macro. This would be a higher low. I mean, guys, it's coming right up on the daily 20 EMA, right? A flattened daily 20 EMA, which says the trend is kind of trendless because its moving average will be going sideways. You want multiple moving averages to be going sideways. But the 50 hasn't crossed down the 200 yet. Trend lines don't matter as much as key levels do in moving averages. So the fact that we lost this trend line after only 2 touches ever is not a big, gigantic deal. The fact that it lost the 200 on first try on the daily is a big deal, and I'm not ready to start trading TRX. Now, if you want to short it at this daily 20 EMA for a scalp, because that would probably be in line with Bitcoin getting up to the low to mid 6,800s and then pulling back and then going again, you could do that. It'd probably offer a nice scalp. You have to adjust what the BitMEX price is versus the spot price, but so far it's a bounce. It's not a reversal. Oh, what do you make of the announcement coming in August about ETFs? Well, first, I'll answer the one before that. How is the 0.1 to 10 BTC Endeavor going? I have like 0.8 BTC right now. I haven't really taken many trades on BTC this week. 0.8 something BTC, 0.8 like 2 or 3. But I'm lining up high probability trades. I want to have that done in the next month or two. It's 0.2 to 10 BTC actually, but I've 4x'd so far, and I want to have the 10 BTC done in the next month or two. What do you make of the announcements coming in August about ETFs? We'll see. Don't they have like a 45 to 90 day extension on that? So it could stretch into September, October. I think it'll get approved. What do I know? I don't know a lot about it in terms of, all I know is that their concerns from last year were answered, and I like the I like kind of the protection and insurance aspect of it, that they will be able to cover anything terrible goes on, basically. And then they're kind of kicking retail out of this round with basically if one of these get approved, it'll be 25 BTC is what the minimum share of the ETF. So it's going to be more of the high net worth individuals that have a bigger risk tolerance that would be able to take part. And then they'll see how that goes, and then they could open it up to retail after that, maybe. Open up new ones to retail, maybe. I like that the CBOE had an application. I think that's pretty damn big. So, little late to I think it'll get approved. We'll see. A little late to the party. Any BTC update of what you think we do from here? Break 68 or retest? What happens at 68 to 68, 60, 68, 70 is going to determine it. I think we can get a pullback there, consolidation, and then decide. Daily green candles looking decent. Quick 10-second opinion of BTC, my dude, if you can. Yeah, we'll see what happens at that level. I wish I could say more. It's been a pretty boring trading week because it hasn't been a lot of trades. There hasn't been a ton of trades to make because we've been on key support and key resistance on so many of these coins that I don't feel like the risk reward has really been quite there. I want to see velocity, and then I want to react to that velocity. That's what I do best. So tells me what trend. I'll wait for short-term profit takers to take their shit. I'll buy their bags from them, and then we'll keep going. Nano. Man, what a fall for Nano back when it was Riblox and it did like 30,000% last year. I remember that too because I tried to buy Nano one time, I think from Mercatox. Was it Big Rail or Mercatox when it was XRB? And I got impatient and didn't buy it. And I was going to buy like 0.25 BTC worth. And that would have been like 60 Bitcoin. Yeah. Fucked up that one. But it's a good project. It's fast. No fees. Bull div. I mean, it's not a bad place to accumulate some for a hold. I wouldn't trade this level unless you want to buy and have a versatility of what type of trade it is. Like, okay, well, if it falls below the lows, I will hold it long term, or I'll take my profits at this level and make it a short-term trade. I mean, it's up to you. I think some trades can be kind of versatility of what type of position you're taking. So, like with VeChain, I bought 17,000 VeChain 2 days ago or yesterday, and if it keeps going down, I will put it into a strength node and wait for it to go up, because this wasn't organic selling on VeChain, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, I mean, Nano, if you look at it on the day chart, what more do you need to see? What's the volume profile tell us? Not a ton. This isn't the whole chart, because it doesn't have the XRB history from when it rebranded to Nano. But I mean, what do you need to see? What is it, like $2 right now? Let's look at CoinMarketCap. $2.59. All-time high was like 32 or something like that. Yeah, 34. $34 with a $4.5 billion market cap. That's insanity. I like the max supply. The max supply is low. It's 133 million. So I think it's a good project. We'll see. Sorry, I'm on stream. Wife just got home. Do you trust holding fiat in a GDocs account? Do you have Google two-factor authentication? Because if so, yeah. Do I do it? I don't have any in there right now. And by GDAX, you mean Coinbase Pro now. Have we hit BTC bottom? We'll find out shortly. I'm not taking profits on alts today. I've got the BCH in profit. I got WAN in profit. Digibyte was really good profit. What else? Cardano was good profit. I'm still holding ETC. Still holding VeChain. Still holding Bitcoin Cash. Still have WAN. Yeah. So, can you chart up ICX? Mate? What's a mate? Kidding, mate. Yeah, sure. So we're underneath the 786. There is a bull div, so a lower low on price, higher low on the oscillator, or at least it's either even or close. It's a little bit of a lower low, for goodness sake. But that's getting divvy with it. But if we look at the USD chart on ICX, I mean, it's probably okay. Is it reversing at the 9.93? Probably a little bit below it. Yeah. I mean, it's almost done a full retracement, guys. And it's gotten down to real body all-time lows on USD. So these are accumulation levels, guys. No matter what anybody says, these are accumulation levels. The staking hasn't come out yet. This is a banger of a project. Don't lose faith long term. This project will not fail. Yeah, these are accumulation levels. These are the levels that you wish you bought when you look back at charts. These are levels you wish you bought. These are levels you wish you held. Because anything over $6 is going to new all-time highs. Just letting you know. Eventually. Not immediately. Did I change something on the stream? Screen and charts look higher quality. Yeah, so I'm a dumbass, and somebody asked me last time to make the charts more legible because it's hard to see on the screen. So I don't have this on my 43-inch, like outputting through my 43-inch 4K monitor. I just have it on my regular MacBook Pro screen. And then I also zoomed in on the Google Chrome tabs a little bit as well. So, can you have a look at POA? Yes. I've been looking at POA and I wanted to call it in the group. It looks pretty good. It's still under the 20 EMA though. I think it was the 4 hour that I wanted to call when it was like right here. And yeah, so 29.79, so 3,000 sats in daily. Yeah, I think it should be good up to 3,000 sats at least, but we'll see. Like this was a little bit of a bull div again, and it's like, does the market want to follow through? We're at key resistance across the entire market basically because so many of these alts are at their daily 20 EMAs that are flattening, which is good. It's showing this the trend has kind of subsided a little bit, and then BTC is right at that. You know, right now it's like 150 to $200 away from that key resistance level, which isn't much for BTC after a pretty nice spike. So, you know, does it need to recharge? Does it need to consolidate? But if it busts through that 68, 60 level-ish, the rest of the market will fall through, in my opinion. So I don't see any reason why anything's going to decouple from BTC anytime soon. I think the market will have to work on that. Do I spend any profits outside of crypto for vacations, taking your girl out, etc.? I do not spend 1 ounce of my crypto. We live off my wife's income right now. We are crypto maximalists, and I'm not in the business of converting crypto to fiat at the bottom or near the bottom or in a bear market at a bad bear market. So we're holding on for dear life. What is the best place to store Icon for a long-term hold? Right now, you can do the IconX wallet on the Google Chrome. Although I think the safest place is probably, if you're okay with the counterparty risk, the safest place is, since it's no longer an ERC20 token, it's either going to be that IconX wallet or, and you can take it offline if you wanted to. That's probably the safest place on a computer that is a completely separate Google account, on a computer that's not connected to the internet. Print off your digital keys. You can print off your private keys. That's probably the safest way to do it. But if we're just doing, okay, your normal Google account versus your Binance account, I think Binance with two-factor authentication is probably a little safer. If you're okay with the counterparty risk. If you're not, then it's not. What is it? Did you beat John at Catan? No, he won. Although he knew what he was doing. It was my first time, and I still did well. I like that game because you can trade, and I'm a maniac trader on that game. So. May you please increase your mic volume a little bit? Is it too quiet, guys? Have you increased your speaker volume? Does he cheat? Does he really cheat? We're gonna play on the cell phone, so. I've been looking deep into Icon for a long-term hold. Yeah, it's one of my favorite coins. It has been for a long time. I've shilled the hell out of Icon. I truly believe in it. I believe in the team. I believe in the vision. I believe in the Interoperability Alliance. I believe in their partnerships. Right now, it's the fastest blockchain, one of the fastest blockchains on Binance. I messed around and I sent 25 or 27K ICX tokens, which is like what, I don't know, 40 G's or something like that, back and forth from the wallet to the exchange. And it took 4 minutes and 30 seconds from the exchange to the wallet for 0.02 ICX, which is like 3 cents, and then like 6 minutes and 10 seconds from the wallet to the exchange to verify it, which was 0.02 Icon, which is like 3 cents. Which is, that's freaking crazy. So yeah. Yeah, $20 plus potential. I'm looking at 25 to sell a large portion of mine, and then diversify into Puerto Rican real estate. Okay. Can you chart BNB? Yeah, BNB BTC is in this kind of long-term accumulation channel right here. Man, that was a good trade for us. I think we took profits like right here, 250-ish. We bought like 170. Yeah, I mean it's on this trend line. After that, guys, I mean, so you're gonna have a confluence of this trend line, and I'm gonna delete this support to resistance and this support to resistance right here, like 187, 188K. So if it breaks this trend line, you're gonna look to get it right here, 186, 187K. And then after that, it's gonna be the 200 moving average, which should be some confluence of kind of this box of price action right here, somewhere around there, 150, 160-ish, right around there. But if we look at BNB USDT, it finally broke this trend line. This trend line had held 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tried to hold an 8th time, and it just couldn't do it. So it fell below the 200 moving average and the 0.5 fib level of the entire chart, which is the pink right here. And then saved by the bell somehow, and it's right at that daily 20 EMA, just like the rest of alts, but it's flattening out. So we'll see, guys. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens next. We could get a pullback and some consolidation. I would probably actually expect that to power up and give it another go. But when we do attempt that 6,800, we can pull back, but we can't go too far, and then we need to make it happen with velocity. That's what the market needs for this to be have the potential of being a real reversal, at least a short-term reversal. Shit, BCH is killing it. Are you serious? We bought like $700. Most everybody on leverage in the private group. Wow. What a blessing, man. I knew it. We're on this long-term trend line too. Next resistance is gonna hit our target, 126. Nice, man. It's awesome. BCH always leads the way. Do you use CoinGecko or TradingView or TradingView for charting? I use TradingView. I used to use CoinGecko. Is that 50K winner takes all with Silicon going down? He never responded to me. I told him we could fight on YouTube live because he was trying to fight everybody, and I told him I'd be happy to be the one to take care of that for him, and multiple times, and he just didn't respond. He knows what's up. Noah, what percentage do you normally set stops at for trades? There isn't a given percentage. It's key levels. It's horizontals, support areas, or Fibonacci areas, or if it holds the moving averages or not. I'm more of a not a hard stop guy. I wait for candle closes on my stops. I will say that. I never do a wick below. I do a candle close, and usually it's either 2 4-hour candles or a daily candle close below my key level. Took the BCH trade and got caught on a shitty little wick while sleeping, so I need to improve on that. Yeah, that's why you can't set hard stops for wicks, guys. There's too many false breakdowns and false breakouts in crypto for you. You're gonna get chopped up if you guys use wick stops. If you let a wick stop you out. I mean, if you want a basic outline for what your risk rewards on your trade should be, and you want to be like a successful trader, I think 4 to 1 is probably a good risk reward ratio for newbies. So let's say that you have $1 and your target is $4 and your stop is 0, basically. You 4x your money or you lose. You 400% your money for every 100% that you lose, or 1% that you lose, or yeah. So, or if you have a 100 and you want to make 25%, then like 6% would be your stop loss. 24%, 6%. Do you have stops on any of your long-term investments just in case of a complete meltdown of the market? I mean, I'll play it by ear, but no, they're long-term investments. A lot of guys, and a lot of the long-term investments that I have are in like staking coins. So Neo, Icon, Dragon, VeChain now, probably coins like that, and then a lot of the other coins that I have are like for long-term holds are like the big Coinbase ones. So Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, etc. That I know aren't gonna. This market's not gonna melt down, guys. Come on, we haven't even started. The stop, I guess, would be 0. Not necessarily. I can't say that unless I come to it. Like each situation is going to be different, so I'd have to come to that bridge when I cross it. Cross that bridge when I come to it. Noah, what do you think about the shitcoin SPR? It is on Bittrex. I think it is in great support. I don't know anything about this coin, so do your own research. Spread coin? Sounds kinky. All right, we're going to get the bigger picture. Wow. Stop me dead in my tracks. $2.4 million market cap. So you would put 0.01 BTC in it max and see what happens. Set some really high sell orders. I do know that doesn't Bittrex cancel your sell orders after 28 days. So you have to monitor that and keep putting them on there, but just set really high sell orders and hope to get hit. But yeah, I think that's absolutely worth it. Guys, this is the definition of a risk reward. Yeah, definitely. Could you look at Monaco? Yes. It's like an accumulation pattern down here, right? Remember this bull run for Monaco? Wolf of Poloniex got fucking wrecked. His entire group did. So it happens when you suck at trading. Alright, so it's consistently being denied at the 786, or being bought back up at the 886. This is the 3-day. 3-day looks great. What's 3-day RSI at? Okay, it's healthy for the 1-day. What's the cloud say? It's just trying to enter the cloud now, pretty much. Still needs to get like close over this 786 line, 156,000 sats. It did it one time, but that was the Palm. I think it was the Palm Beach pump and dump. I'd let it clear this area and then catch a pullback, to be honest with you. Be sure where the trend is going, because you can buy right now and just get stuck with a 20% loss just because you're trying to outsmart the market. It looks solid, though. I know pay is jumping, too. Like, I don't have Coinage anymore, so I can't look at pay. But it's up back over $1, 15K sats. I know it was down at like 9K. They're kind of competitors. They were. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Keep an eye on it. That's all I got to say. What do you think of Poe? It's an interesting project. Why did you say not to buy Storm the other day? Well, because the market was in a different place the other day, man. Just because charts are at good levels, I mean, I don't think you want... You asking that question tells me you don't understand how do or die the market of an area the market was just in. Right? And I have a responsibility to 100 paying customers to make sure they don't get absolutely fucking wrecked. And it just... You know, my spidey senses tell me to sit back at times. My spidey senses tell me to get extremely aggressive at times. And lately it's been, all right, just chill for a second. Like, let's let the market tell us what the deal is. I mean, the other day it was down below the 0.93, okay, of the entire chart, and looking like it was going to fall, free fall, into no man's land. Right at support. I mean, you could buy with the tight stop, I guess, but I don't want you getting chopped out. Like, let's just wait and see. I mean, you're not going to... Look, if you buy at... I hope you guys can see me okay. If you buy at... Let me make sure. Yeah. If you buy 30% higher, but you have a confirmation of trend, and this thing goes 700%, 300%, 200%, you're not going to care. But you're going to sleep better at night, and you will be a better trader because of it. No, Kalash, you're wrong. I talked about POA. Did I hear about Telcoin on KuCoin? What happened to Telcoin? Yeah, tell me what happened to Tel on KuCoin, man. Let me look at their Reddit. It says 11 reasons why Telcoin cannot succeed. This is hilarious. I don't know. You gotta tell me what happened. Do you see these future institutional and sovereign wealth funds investing strictly in coins listed on Coinbase? What are your thoughts on this? Do you think they'll open accounts on Binance and such, or invest into various hedge and VC funds if they want exposure into smaller cap coins? Good question. That's a really good, well thought out question. So this is how I think this is going to go. Yes, I think they're mostly going to be investing in coins on Coinbase through Coinbase institutional funds, stuff like that. So yes. However, it's going to ignite such a capital influx into the market that the speculative nature of retail is going to come back and start pumping shitcoins. Okay. So because the institutional money is going to come in, this is why I don't think that all these platform coins or all these shit coins are dead. I think greed is going to take over, and it always will be there. Is that, retail is going to see the amount of money in the Coinbase funds that are going up. They're going to jump in. They're going to buy Bitcoin. They're going to buy Ethereum. And then they're going to go, oh, there's shit coins. They're going to discover shit coins. This happens. This is the cycle of crypto. They buy the big coins that pump. They discover shit coins. They pump shit coins. They ask people like me about said shitcoins. David Goldstein pops up. That's how it works. Nathan, nothing, just like the project. You like Telcoin? I don't know enough about it. I just wonder how blockchain is going to succeed in telecom industry. Having worked in the telecom industry myself on multiple sides, I've got no idea how that's going to work. It takes a lot of coordination to make that industry go. I'm not sure if blockchain is going to provide the speed that it needs as well. We'll see. I would be happy to be wrong. And again, I'm not even wrong. I don't know. I'm never wrong. I will never be wrong in my entire life. All right, 27 people watching. What other questions do you guys have? Speaking to everybody right now, while we're waiting, make sure you guys like the video, please. It really helps me. And then subscribe to the channel, and you can put notifications on. And it lets you know when I'm streaming, in case you're not in the Telegram, you're at work or something, like it'll let you know that I'm streaming, and then you can lie to your boss and go home with fake diarrhea and come watch my stream and call me fat and pale. Do you have a favorite privacy coin? Do you see market cap to 1 trillion by the end of the year? I do see the market cap to 1 trillion by the end of the year. And I think when we surpass 1 trillion, we're going to 5. At least 2.5, but I think 5. Technically 2.618, but yeah, I did talk about that earlier. My favorite privacy coin, Bitcoin and Litecoin when Lightning Network gets enabled, but that's wasn't asked, or that's not right now. So right now at this moment, my favorite privacy coin is Zcoin, XZC. However, the one that I think that has the best chance. See, I'm tied because I love Lux. Like, I absolutely love Lux. So that's a contender. But, it's interesting between Monero and Zcash, okay? Because Zcash gets added to Coinbase. It's not compliant with the AML and KYC standards that are going to need to happen on an exchange like that, okay? So what, they take off the privacy features? Or you just hold it like a Robinhood style now? You don't use it? There's no real utility in that token? How is that going to work? And because of that, I think Monero is probably the best bet. Until Bitcoin and Litecoin get Lightning Network fully going. But there's a lot of privacy coins that I like, but in no particular order. I mean, I don't like Zcash, okay? I don't like that coin. I don't like the founders reward. It's a no-go for me. It's a hard stop. 20% founders reward. Like, okay, yes, if you created it, you should be rewarded, but Zuko is getting a ridiculous amount of money per month from that coin just being mined. Like, okay, whatever. I mean, Satoshi got 1,000,000 Bitcoin, whoever the hell that is. But yeah, I like Zcoin. I like Lux. I like Monero. Those are probably my 3 faves. Better chance ICX to 25 or Litecoin to 1,500. I think it's both a given that it's going to happen. But again, I'm not going to puss out. I think Litecoin to 1,500 is a better chance than Icon to 25. When does the inverted head and shoulders get confirmed? Close about 6.8K-ish. Technically, here, however, we're going to do a horizontal, but I don't think it's necessary, guys. I think what really matters here, you can call the pseudo neckline of Bitcoin the 236. There we go. From here, there we go. Oh, is that right? Oops. Okay, well then never mind. The 236 was actually lower than I thought it was. So, because it was right above that, since it's not actually right above that, we're going to call it 6850. That'll also be a break well above the daily 20 and 50 moving averages. And then your next target's like 7,800, right at this horizontal. 7,800 to 8,000. It's going to be a big deal. It'll be a big deal. Easy short zone. Not long term. Get your profits. Still believe in ICX or see it as vaporware? No, ICX not vaporware. It has a working blockchain. How dare you? No, ICX is amazing. What are you talking about? Yeah, I own a lot of cash. They're going to call it liquid moving forward, but I own a lot of cash. QASH. And they still have plans for the cash, or what is going to be called the liquid token as well, to be an integral part of that blockchain ecosystem. So don't worry about it. All right, Chris, we'll do, brother. Tell Lisa I said hello. I don't think you've had the baby yet, so I hope all that's going well and she's healthy and the baby comes out healthy. Have fun at work, brother. Mahmoud XRP, when can we long it? I like how XRP is holding up against key resistance or key support. XRP actually doesn't look terrible. I was expecting it to die. I actually think you could probably long it now up to 72.50. Yeah. Yeah, you could long it now with a stop below the lows. With a stop below 68.75. You can long it now. Sure. Now would be the time. Do so on futures so you don't pay a premium, and you can do so with maybe leverage, lower leverage. You can have up to 20x leverage, but I'd say you don't need more than 2 or 3. 2 or 3x. Brave or Chrome? I use Chrome. I mean, Brave has that built-in VPN, but I also use a VPN, so and I trade on incognito mode, and I have Bitdefender and I have a VPN, so like I don't know what more, and I use Ethernet, so like what more do you want? And like 90% of my coins are in cold storage, so there you go. I mean, I think that's kind of pretty much a good way to do it. What do you like about Lux? Are you currently holding it? I love Lux, and yes, I'm currently holding it. I'm staking it in the web wallet, um, and I've had periods where I have a little bit over 600 Lux coins in staking, um, and I had a 24-hour period where I got 0.8 three times Lux, um, so 2.4, and which is awesome. I mean, the staking is great. I think they just upped the stake rewards. I know they upped the masternode rewards. Um, I like the team. I like what they're trying to do. I like how active their GitHub is. I mean, that is one of the most active GitHubs you will ever see. Um, they're a legit project. It's a legitimate project. What they're doing and what they're trying to do and what they've done so far is, I don't think they can fail. I don't. If ICX at 25 and LTC at 1500, where do you see minimum to maximum? I don't understand what that means. Can you look at Dent on KuCoin? Sure. Is that Dentacoin? God, KuCoin sucks. Oh, wow. It's got 54 BTC of volume. I've seen worse. Unless that's dollars. No, that's BTC. No, it's not dead. No, look at that. Look at that volume candle right there. It's not dead. Not dead at all. Unless the project's dead. No. It's not a bad area to accumulate some, to be honest with you. Slowly. I mean, it's down 13x from its all-time high almost. Oh, what do I see? Neo's maximum? If ICX at 25 and LTC is at 1500, where do you see Neo's? $500 is where I will sell my Neo. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not selling my Neo until it's $500. And it sounds crazy to you now. And then you'll come back when it happens, and you'll go, holy shit, he was right. Can you check EOS? Show. Coming right up against the macro 0.618 and the daily 20 EMA. I think there was a bull div right there. Yeah, almost. What's the volume say? It's okay volume. Nothing to write home about. It's going to have this resistance to come up against. Still waiting. Sorry. Its next resistance would be like 140K though if it gets over this 20 EMA. This horizontal right here. Some mix of this horizontal and this diagonal resistance. Like right around 140. maybe 137, 138K if they can get over this daily 20 EMA. If BTC would have to get over 68.50 for it to do that. Would you short Cardano here? Probably not. Fuck no. God no. Cardano gets over this 50 moving average on the daily, like 2400 with velocity. Like its next target is somewhere around 3K to 3250-ish. FYI. What are the questions you guys have? We'll do this for 9 minutes. 9 to 10 more minutes we'll do this for. Okay, Google. Set an alarm for 3:45 p.m.
Got it. Your alarm's set for 3:45.
Here you go, guys. You're on the clock. What you got? Oh, I will say this while I'm waiting for another question. If you guys haven't joined my Telegram, join my Telegram. You can go to my Twitter. I guess I didn't pin this the other day. Better find it to pin it so you guys can find it. Yeah, right here. I'm going to pin this tweet. And that is how you can best take advantage of me. Haha, get it? You can best take advantage of following me. So, right here, top of my Twitter page, Noah's Ark Crypto. Join my free Telegram. Link, subscribe on YouTube. Link, here's my private group. And follow me on Instagram. Thoughts on XLM? I like its price action. If TradingView wants to quit being a dick, X out of some of these here. There we go. I mean, look at that. It's gonna start looking like a huge ascending triangle here soon. Not quite. It'll be more of a pennant, but consolidation pattern at the very least. It bounced locally off of this trend line. Didn't quite get there, but hopefully it can maybe pull back here a little bit and then take off again and get over this line. Third touches of trend lines are often false breaks, so watch out up here. Watch out up here around 4K sats if it gets there. Opinion on Tezos. What a terrible implementation of what they try to do. We'll see if it works. Like, they're all about governance and everything, so we'll see if it works. But like, man, that was an ugly launch. That was a really ugly launch. What strategy would you take on the Coinbase Coins Bottle 5 for some percentage, or just the 2 or 3 you think will get listed? Yeah, buy all 5 for some percentage. Diversify. How do you know what price to work with from price of XRP on Binance versus BitMEX? I mean, you're going to have to try to line it up with what the current price is now and just buy then. Like, you're just going to have to try to buy now, basically, and it's going to be tough. There'll be a little bit of a premium because you can trade it with leverage. You could try it on Poloniex with leverage, and there shouldn't be a premium on there. And Poloniex has longer pricing history too, so yeah. Bang, son. Do you guys like my Jon Snow on my computer? Am I a nerd or what? I like Game of Thrones. My dog likes Game of Bones. Yeah, but Adrian, I think that buying some percentage of all 5 Coinbase coins would be a good idea. Bart, you can't unsub from me because I've already banned you. Looks like my video's lagging. What the hell? Looking at you, I can't lie. I did call that XLM trend line in private group. I called it a while ago, weeks ago. On June 11th. On June 11th. Yes, I did. Haha, bitches. I told you. You guys don't listen to me, man. Yeah, you do. You guys are the best. All right. I'm going to cut it off early because stream's going a little bit dead and it's lagging. So, you guys have a good day. Subscribe, like, comment, all that shit. I love you. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.